Welcome to the next lecture. I want to thank you for moving on and progressing on through. You're doing an incredibly important thing for your family, and I know for you as well. I want to let you know the different places that modern addiction and substance abuse can begin in our world today. It's ever changing. Now, with all the other hazards your kids need to manage, an even more dangerous lure has been added to the confusing maze. It's the substances found in your home. You may have heard quite a bit about this. Experimenting kids don't need drug dealers or toxic peer pressure to get them into trouble, even though that does happen. But a whole potpourri of mind-altering substances are already available right there in your medicine cabinet. Remember when your back went out and the doc called in some meds for you and you took a few and they might not have done the trick? So you went back to the doctor. He prescribed something else, totally different, maybe a muscle relaxant. That worked or didn't, but it goes back in the medicine cabinet. And you don't think anything of them, right? Well, those are the things that are being used to experiment with. And many kids are becoming addicted to opioids because of that. Where I live, in the U.S., we take up 4.6% of the world's population, a really small percent. But we take 80% of the world's pain medicine. Think about that. Lots of opiates at home behind that mirror. And you know, if your son or daughter isn't interested in that type of thing, a friend might be. And that is a big part of my story. The opiates that I found at my house, I thought were harmless. I had kidney stones. Before long, it's what I wanted to live on. And the studies show when the pain meds run out, they go and try to buy them. That gets too expensive, so they go to the substance that is much cheaper, but a massive amount stronger, heroin. And use of heroin is at an all-time high. We'll be talking about that a little later. Many of those folks die. Look at this graph with me. You can see it's national overdose deaths from prescription drugs, even though now prescription drugs are sold on the street. But that's not something that just automatically jumps in your mind as an illicit drug. Look at this. In 2001, about 9,000 deaths because of prescription meds. And then just 2 years ago, look at how it has increased. We're almost at 30,000. It's just going up. And without the awareness and the steps you're getting ready to take, it's going to continue to increase. Now, that would include Xanax, other medicines, maybe not even pain meds. We're also seeing a huge increase in the opiate death overdose from just pain medicine. Look at this. So incredibly tragic. Year to year to year, it just keeps going up. We're not headed in a good place. Sadly, that's not the only thing that might be at home, though. Another sickening source of experimentation waits under the kitchen sink or in the garage. It's called huffing. It's where glues or cleaning supplies are inhaled for a mind-altering effect. Cleaning aerosol cans can also be a real hazard. Sadly, I had a friend in recovery who was well on his way to making it out. We didn't see him for a while, and he had gone back to other addictions. He died after getting hooked on computer cleaning aerosol cans with the tiny little straw, and they found hundreds of empty cans in his apartment around his body. Absolutely tragic. And he was a boy of means. He had gone to a private school, but like I said, overdose does not discriminate. So these are the types of things you could find at home. What about the other types of medicines and things you need to look out for? Please click on the next lecture and let's keep going.